now, your main event. Introducing the hosts of Wrestling with Freddie, Jeff Dye, and Freddie Prinze Jr.
Once again, we are here to speak about the week in wrestling. Following up on the week of November 27th after an electrifying WWE Survivor Series, this upcoming episode of Monday Night Raw promised a thrilling return as CM Punk and Randy Orton made their grand comebacks to the show.
Hello and good morning, or whatever it is. I don't know.
Is it us you're looking for?
It is. That's where they came,
guys. It's a good day, Jeff. It's a good day. It's a quiet, beautiful day in Los Angeles, California. And California loves wrestling. We don't get it enough.
Yeah, we'd love to see.
I'd love to go. There's like 3 a year. Nah, that's not true. Anyway, let's talk some wrestling, sir. Randy Orton is back. He is like Benjamin Buttons. He looks 10 years younger than when he left a year and a half ago.
He does look jacked.
Dude, he's more jacked. His chest is more jacked than it was. I mean, he never had the most jacked chest, and now he has the most jacked chest.
For sure.
Had a nice, simple, easy promo. Rhea Ripley came out, did the heavy lifting to kind of push the story forward as far as, hey, if you join us, I can hand you everything you're looking for. And he's like, does the Randy Orton, no, I don't need any help from anybody. And, oh, this guy thinks he's going to sneak up on me. Oh, this guy's coming to you. Oh, you want some? RKO's JD McDonough, gets a match against Dominic Mysterio. So you know right away Dominic's a friggin' dead man because Randy is back. And he looked the way he's supposed to look. He looks like, you had mentioned this before, a guy that you would stop in the airport to look at. And there are very few of those men on the planet. Like he's bigger than a football player.
Heck yeah.
He's Randy Orton. What'd you think about Randy being back, sir?
I loved it. Also, dude, he was so jacked up. Like I think he took 4 scoops of his pre-workout. This guy was, from the second his music hit, right? The crowd goes crazy. They're excited to see the Viper, right? He comes down the ramp. He was cutting an unheard promo as he walks down the ramp. He's like, you couldn't hear what he's saying. He's just mouthing all these things. And he's like patting his chest like, I've been here the whole time. Even when I'm gone, I've been here. And he's just saying some things. And they keep cutting away to fans with signs. And they cut to the broadcast booth with Wade Barrett. They keep cutting away. And Randy's still talking. He's just still talking. Then he gets in the ring. And he gets up on the edge to do the thing that he hasn't done in a while. And he's even mouthing that, even though he's not on the microphone. He's like, haven't done this in a while. Give me a minute. He's all jacked. He takes some time. It took him, he was so amped up before he even grabbed a microphone that I was like, I'm in this, dude. He's so happy to be here. And he said that he loves everybody. He was super grateful. He cuts the promo, which I absolutely loved. He's embracing the moment. He loves us. He's happy to be back. And it felt very like authentic, but he was way more jacked up than I think I've ever seen him before.
I love that you camera mic'd yourself while you were doing the impression of Randy Orton. I kept laughing. He would be like, that's right, I'm back here and everybody knows it.
It was so weird, yeah. Well, because that's how strange it was watching. I go, I think he's talking to us. And then they'd like cut away. And I'm like, oh, he's not supposed to be talking to us.
It was just funny because you could have said it in a normal voice, but you're like, no, I want to communicate to the people what I experienced.
I want them to hear it the way I had to hear it. Like, what? No, I think he's talking to us, but he's not talking to us.
There was the tag team turmoil for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship match. I don't usually talk too much tag team wrestling, but there was something super cool. The Creed brothers are kind of cool. They're from NXT, and I think I only like them because he does that cannonball.
Oh, yeah. That might be the only thing worth talking about the Creed brothers.
I think it's the only reason I dig them, but I really dug that they won the match. I love that they do that move. You don't have to, it's no impact. Like it doesn't, like I don't know.
It looks great though.
Yeah, but you know that the guy's not getting hurt at all until he lands on the mat, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's a no impact move and I friggin' love it. Like I've never seen it. I'm sure it's
that's why you love it, Freddie.
Because everything is from something. But
yeah, we've seen everything.
I love it.
So to see something new, you go, okay, even if it is, because I think also too, and not to be too nerdy, but if we broke down every move, you could ask yourself multiple times, like, how does that movie even hurt the guy? You know, like, I don't like, I've talked about it before. And then the truth is that wrestling fans just have no interest in me talking about this subject at all. And we've tested the market. But like, I'll be like, a rock bottom is just him DDTing himself. It doesn't make any sense. And people are like, shut up, Jeff. Shut up, Jeff. And I think that's kind of the
he's
same
Samoan.
thing.
His head can take it. Duh, everybody knows
fine.
that. A real wrestling fan knows that.
DDT proof. But I think that's the same thing with this cannonball. It looks good, and that's all that really matters. It looks cool. It's awesome. It's something you never see. They didn't win the match. I have a problem with this format. You know, two guys go out there.
It was weird, dude. But I don't know how else you book it. Like, but I totally agree with you. The way it was structured is like, all right, I know you want me to get into this match, but this is not the way. But I was trying to think of while I was watching it, like, what's the way? Because you can't have them all there at the same time. There's not enough freaking room, dude.
That is true. Yeah, I don't know how you do
I don't know that. I don't know the answer either. But I got to
like,
see my cannonball, so I was happy.
Creed brothers, who I'd never heard of till on Raw, they barely beat New Day. And then Imperium comes out and just gets to like beat that ass. Like, that's not, it seems unfair. Who determines? I don't know. It's just very, when the Creed brothers won, or when they beat whoever they beat right before Imperium comes out, I was kind of like, oh, good for these guys. These young bucks are going to be able to advance. This will be kind of exciting. And then the music of Imperium hits, and I was like, oh yeah, we're still in this match. I forgot that like we're still going. I kind of thought that they won it all here, and nope. Then Imperium comes out and literally just beats their ass like jobbers. So it was kind of confusing. I don't know.
I just figured out how you save the match. You lose a team, and you make it a regular 4-way. All you have to do is lose a team. You could have lost the Indus share team, right?
Yeah.
Or no, there were 6. Were there 6 or 5? Well, whatever. Either way, it was weird. And Indus share didn't need to be there.
Yeah,
although
and it's
also representation, but it's just bad representation because they always friggin' lose.
And that's another thing too. I think that like wrestling has completely forgot how to book tag teams in men and women. It's so low priority is what it feels like.
Yeah, well, it's probably because it is. Anyway, Cody Rhodes came out dressed in a suit, looking the part, the company man. He thanked his War Games team. He talked about CM Punk. The crowd appreciated that very much. And then he said the part that I appreciated because it's my favorite pay-per-view. Everyone who listens to the show knows he announced himself as the first entrant in the 2024 Royal Rumble. The greatest pay-per-view ever made. Anybody that wants to debate me, you could try. You can try, you master debaters. And I mean that how it sounds. No, you will lose. The Royal Rumble is the greatest match ever. And I guess this is the run. This is going to be the run towards Roman Reigns. And it's going to start here. Do you love Cody Rhodes as much as you did when he first wrestled Roman? Have they protected him enough, or have they damaged him and you don't care, Jeff?
To all the master debaters, here's what I was saying.
Weirdo. If only I can get the joke.
Yeah, that's what I did. And Alex, here's the thing about the Cody Rhodes thing. CM Punk is back, right? Which is very exciting. We're all very happy about this. But it's like, have we forgot about the excitement, that like it was when Cody came over? Like Cody comes and it's already, we're looking for a shiny new toy. I mean, like have people what does this do to Cody Rhodes now that CM Punk's here? I've also heard, not rumors because I don't know any rumors and don't have enough sources to have good rumors, but all my wrestling friends are like, dude, I bet CM Punk wins the Rumble. And I was like, already? You think CM Punk's already going to win the Rumble and get the thing? Like, are they just completely giving up on all the storylines that we were super excited about before?
No. Hunter's not. No, if Vince was there, then I think that fear is valid.
Okay.
But I think with Hunter in control, what story has he told that hasn't been long term? And I mean long freaking term.
I don't know.
So I don't think there is one. I think they protected Cody as well as they could. He wrestled more times this year than anyone at WWE as far as television matches go. It was 90 plus some matches I saw online. They've tried to because Roman doesn't wrestle that much, so it's hard.
Yeah.
He's not on TV. He's part-time now, so it's tough. So I think Royal Rumble is, as they say, begins the road to WrestleMania. The match is Cody Roman part 2. And this time he gets over because it won't be the bloodline won't be at full strength. And I think he'll finally get over. And then Roman will go Hollywood and make movies. I don't know.
That's what you think Cody's going to win?
I do. I think that's why he came there. I think he's been playing the company guy really, really well in this sort of hybrid corporate John Cena style.
Yeah.
And I think that's what they're looking for in the modern version of the company, which is owned by TKO, I think is the name of the mutual company. And I think that's the kind of buttoned up look they're going for. So I think he'll be the next face of the company come WrestleMania. And I don't think CM Punk has plans for that championship. I think their plan, like you said, is with Seth. And I hope that's not true. But before we get to Punk, let's get to Seth Rollins.
Yeah.
Or no, before we get to Seth Rollins, Shinsuke interrupts the promo. And Muta, or I guess Misted is what we say, but the Great Muta was the first guy I ever saw shoot the mist. And misted Cody in the face with the red mist. And look, he hasn't been winning. They gave him some Alpha Academy guys in the meantime, Shinsuke. But I like that they're giving story and a reason to fight to Shinsuke. And I like that they let him speak in his native tongue. Paul Reiser, a very talented comedian and writer, always said, performers are better in their native accent, in their native tongue, than if they have to switch. That's why he would always make British people be British if he wrote something for him and not American, because he thought they'd be funnier. And I agree with that philosophy. So they had Shinsuke come out and he jacked up Cody, which would give Cody another story while he waits for Roman Reigns to come back to work. Come back to work, Roman Reigns. What the hell? We're at work. You can work too.
Yeah. What is it about the spitting thing? Is this like, what is it comparable to? Like the frog splash is to lucha wrestling as the spitting mist is to Japanese wrestling?
Yeah, I mean, I think it started in Japanese wrestling. It's twofold. It's like when someone takes their glove off and slaps you across the face, and at the same time it blinds you so they can jack you up if they want. But it's like the ultimate sign of disrespect. It's like, I challenge you to a duel. It's like that.
A lot of spitting, you know. It's Asuka and Shinsuke, all the wrestlers you can't pronounce. They all spit, you know.
Hey, I'm getting better. And I've been working hard at it. Thank you very much.
We love it. You love them more than most of us, so it's fair. So it's allowed. Shinsuke looked cool though with the hair back. I liked that look.
I'm dressing like him straight up with those pants. I already have the pants. I got like 3 pairs of them. I love them. I'm going to start dressing like that, dude. He just looks cool as I'm not even playing with you, dude. I'll show you the pants. I'm going to take a picture and text it to you. They're called Japanese street pants is what they're called. And I have 3 pairs and they're awesome. I just don't have any of the cool jackets that he has. I talk more about their fashion than their wrestling, which so I just realized.
It's all part of the package.
That sucks super hard.
No, it's cool. I think it's great. It's all part of it.
It's not very masculine. Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre had a really awesome segment that I want people to watch more than I even want to talk about. But Seth came out, addressed the CM Punk thing by not addressing it, saying, I ain't talking about that guy, which promotes their story. But now I know he never really hated him.
Right. And
Drew McIntyre comes out super babyface and is like, hey, respect, man. I tried it with the Judgment Day. They promised me Jey Uso and you know, it didn't work out. I'm here to tell you I want another shot. It's just like, I can't do it, man. Like there's other people in line. Respect to you for, you know, taking it like a man, but you know, you got to work your way back up. And Drew's like, yeah, dude, I hear you. Respect. Just, can you do me the favor of telling me who it is? And Seth's like, damn. Well, it's Jey Uso. And Drew's like, you motherfucker.
Yeah. He told him like a man.
Headbutts him for real, splits his own head open on the championship title because he does that headbutt in a safe place, but it wasn't safe that day for him. And it was such an awesome segment, dude. I friggin' loved it. And the blood made it even better. And usually I get squeamish with blood, but in this case, it was more cinematic. I was like, ooh, that's awesome right there. I just loved it, dude. I loved it.
I thought it was strange that like I don't know who like. Sometimes they make it sound like Pierce is the one that decides the matches. Sometimes they make it sound like Triple H is the one that decides them. And then in some storylines, they make it seem like the champion is the one who gets to decide and call all the shots. So it's kind of
all three are true.
Yeah, but it's also like, when is it what? You know, like when does it? Who decides what when? I need to understand the system.
These were questions that were often brought up when I worked there.
Yeah.
And Vince would say what I said. He goes, all three are true. And we go, yeah, but we don't know if people will understand that as clearly as you do. He goes, of course they do. Move on.
Yeah. You go, what are you talking about? Okay. Everyone gets it but you. All right, fine. I don't know. It's just weird to see Drew kind of like grovel, like, all right, I respect that. It's like, I just kind of want him to be like, shut up, man. Give me a fucking shot. I'm going to kill you.
He did ask for a shot, but he came out humbled, Yeah. So his character, I thought he stayed true to his character. I like him more as badass Drew too, but I thought he came out a humbled guy, and that was his tactic to get the title shot. Like, hey, it was just, you guys got us.
And also, they clearly just painted the picture that he's a babyface now. Like, this is the new babyface Drew, and it worked. I mean, I was just going, I'm so used to heel McIntyre just taking care of business, but whatever. It was good.
And this is an old tradition on Wrestling with Friends. That was the headbutt of the week.
Oh, yeah.
You guys remember the headbutt of the week. We do it every week. That'll bring us to CM Punk. Now, you and I spoke last week, and we were sort of in agreement. It would be cool to see Punk come out as corporate Punk, going back to the company that fired him on the day of his wedding, and him just completely buying in and damaging and hurting the crowd's feelings and getting them really, really hot, and then getting the match against Seth and becoming this evil champion. That was not the Punk that came out. I would have liked to have seen him come out, and I'm not even joking, in a suit and tie, and the whole crowd would have been like, wait, what?
That'd have been cool.
And then him come out and be like, this is why I'm back. And it's the last sentence of his promo, which was the only unscripted part, which is, I'm not here to make friends, I'm here to make money. That should have been the beginning of the promo. That should have been the very beginning of it. And that would have put every single fan on notice that this is a different CM Punk. And he's in a suit, remember, cutting this promo. And he talks about, I'm going to be handed the world's heavyweight championship match. I'm not going to wrestle to earn a shot. I've already been promised the shot. It's against Seth Rollins, and he's going to have to deal with it. And you can all cry and love him and sing his music as long as you want. I like the song too, but I'm getting the match. I'm winning the match, and I'm going to be the world's heavyweight champion in the face of the WWE. That was not the promo. He came out and said he was home, that this was the place he should always have been, that he took some time away and had some clarity on the situation and came back again to the place that fired him on the day of his wedding. It's just such an intentional, heartless move. It was weird to see him come in humble. That's how you kind of knew it was scripted. It did not feel, to me anyway, like a normal CM Punk promo until the very end. But he said there were people afraid. Maybe that was true at AEW, but that's not true at W. Caleb Braxton was tweeting, I guess the grass is greener, huh? Party on, bro.
Yeah.
like no one's afraid. Now, if that's a story thing and a character thing, then okay. But I personally, for my taste, I would have rather seen him come in heel. I think it would have been more surprising than come in loved. And it worked at Survivor Series because that was his hometown. The Raw could have been the complete slap in your face, and I think that could have been cool. What about you, though? Did you like it or not?
Yeah, you got my creative mind flowing when you started saying that. It'd be pretty sick if he did come out with a suit, and he's
like
just
super nice shoes,
yeah,
belt
like,
to match.
Yeah, things have changed. Things have changed, and you can call me CM Corporate, right? He just loses the whole Punk. It's just CM Business or something. They just changed the name like that.
CM Business. I love that.
This could be my hot tag of the week. We haven't done those in a while, but this is something that's been a long pet peeve of mine. From every reality show you've ever watched, to every wrestler you've ever heard say it, to every person that thinks they're clever to speak in cliches. This sentence, I'm not here to make friends, I'm here to make money, is such a stupid sentence. it suggests that you can't do both. They're not mutually exclusive. Listen, you can make money while you make friends, and you could be professional is what most people would call it, is you work and you get along with people because it makes work better, or makes work more enjoyable and more productive and better for business if you all get along and play. It just gives assholes an excuse to be like, I'm not here to get along I'm here to make money. You're like, yeah, well, they make the most money is if you had some friends around here and you did business in the right way. I hate that sentence, and it's very apropos that CM Punk would use a cliche that I hate because I'm not too crazy about him either, so it's kind of a perfect marriage.
AEW Dynamite, sir.
Dynamite.
The Continental Classic is a tournament that AEW has put on. It's not getting a lot of hype, and I wasn't personally that excited about it, but after watching these matches where you don't need a story to have two awesome wrestlers get in the ring and kick ass, I've really gotten into it. So let's explain what the Continental Classic is for you
also,
guys,
before
okay?
you do, yeah. I was complaining, if you listened earlier in the episode, about the tag team turmoil for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship. I was complaining about how confusing and weird that format was. Don't get me started on the Continental Classic. That is real. They're giving wrestling fans a lot of credit thinking we can keep up with this system.
All right. Well, I'm going to try to break it down in a way that we can all understand.
All right.
I'm dumb too. And if I can understand this, I think we all can get on the same page. So here we go. The Continental Classic is a round robin. We're going to do the voice for this. The Continental Classic is a round robin tournament featuring 12 wrestlers split into two blocks, the Blue and Gold League, with 6 wrestlers in each. The tournaments take place every week on Dynamite and Collision, and the winner of each match is awarded 3 points. A draw results in 1 point and 0 points for a loss. Each match has a 20-minute time limit, and no one is allowed at ringside to interfere in the match. Violating this rule results in a 1-point deduction. The winners from each group will face off at the tournament final at World's End pay-per-view at Nassau Coliseum in Long Island, New York, and the winner of the tournament would become AEW's first ever Triple Crown champion, taking over the ROH World Championship, New Japan Strong Openweight Championship, and all new Continental Championship. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the Continental Classic. What do you think, Jeff? Do you understand a little better now?
I get it, but it's like, why is it 3 points for a win? What if it couldn't draw be 1 and then a win is 2? Why 3? Why did we jump up to a 3?
It's all right to go from 1 to 3. That shouldn't be turning. Or
unless they're going to play around
could have been
with these
5.
mathematics.
Why couldn't it be 5?
Yeah, it makes
a touchdown's worth 7. It's not worth 1.
I'm saying. It's confusing.
Or 6.
Unless they're going to play
football
along
games are really only like 4-2. We just say it's 28-14, but it's not.
I don't know.
So
but maybe that's what they're doing.
We can do it.
I hope they play around with it where it's like Eddie Kingston wins. But wait, there was a -1 point because someone interfered. So technically,
I'll take that. It's a 2.
John Moxley's moving on because Eddie Kingston got. So I hope they play around with these numbers. Otherwise, it's kind of pointless. But I like the way they got winning so far. I wasn't expecting some of the guys that win the matches that I thought wouldn't.
Well, let's get to the main event right away. They protected Switchblade by not letting him take the finisher from Swerve, the stomp that Swerve got off on Jay Lethal in the first match. But Swerve got like a quick kind of roll up, this like not a modified roll up, but just a cool pin. It just looked cool. And then like looked at him and was like, yo, I fucking got you, bro. It was so good.
Yeah.
And then he slid out the ring, man. The match, though, again, y'all don't want to hear us get into it. If you like any fight scene from any movie ever, watch this match. Like, it's so good. These guys beat the shit out of each other for like 19 minutes. It was awesome.
Yeah, he's so good, dude. Swerve Strickland there's no one hotter right now, so I wasn't too surprised that he won, but I mean, he's just everything about him is smooth as heck.
MJF came out, cut a very solid, strong MJF typical promo. He didn't have to do any emotional stuff in this one. He talked about Samoa Joe, said some real stuff about him in complimentary fashion. Some of the doors that Samoa Joe broke down. It even inspired you to look up a little old school Samoa Joe, I believe.
Well, our producer Alex inspired me to do that because he tweeted it. His never-ending tweets. One of them, I watch all of Alex's tweets, but one of them was like a little highlight reel of Samoa Joe on TNA, and I wonder if that was posted because of MJF's promo. It might have been. I don't know.
Well, everything he said about him, I agreed with, and I felt was true. And then all of a sudden, the lights go out. They did something cool here. It's kind of a dick move because they got me.
Okay.
But the feed went black at some point. And, well, first Samoa Joe, first of all, the bad guy, the devil and the bad guys come out and they're going to like basically crucify MJF, and Joe comes to save him.
They're going to hit him with a bat.
Yeah, they're going to hit him with a bat, and they've got his arms like pulled out, like Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man 2. But he's like getting stretched. Yeah, mobsters. That's a better way to say it. Samoa Joe comes out and saves the day because he's our hero. And then the feed goes black. And WWE's done this a million times, but they've never let it stay black for this long.
Right.
It stayed black for so long, Jeff. And I can't watch it live because I have YouTube TV and I don't get the live broadcast for either of these. But I can fast forward. And I was like, oh, man, just let me fast forward. I'm going to have to ask Alex what I freaking missed. Fast forward. And I comes back. I was like, wait, those assholes got my head. They actually got me, dude.
No matter who the devil it ends up being, and if it's Jack Perry, I'm going to be pissed. Whoever it ends up being.
It's not Jack Perry, dude.
I hope it's not. Whoever it ends up being, I hope that they also reveal who his goons are, because it doesn't seem like there's kind of just this never-ending. In real life, it's probably just some local wrestlers they hire to do these things, because one guy's kind of chubby and then another guy's tall, and the next week there's like a small one. You're like, wait, there's a lot of these little weird goons in here.
Bro, in real life, the devil has as many souls as he wants to command. It doesn't matter, dude. If you're talking real life.
This is the wrestling devil, though.
It could be the real devil. You don't know who's under the mask. It could be Lucifer.
Who's he got? Who are these other people that he's with? Are we getting one wrestler revealed as the devil, or are we getting a whole stable of people?
I know who it is. Do you want me to actually tell you?
Yeah, tell us. Tell the people.
Just edit it out. All right, Alex will edit it out. It's John Laurinaitis.
Oh, that'd be so sick. I want a surprise like that. Like just someone like, what?
No, that's like the worse than the gobbledygooker, bro. What are you talking about? Great. What's in the egg? A giant turkey. Who's under the mask? An ex-WWE executive.
Holiday. Yeah,
nobody's talking about.
It's fucking, what's his name? Who's the real old? Oh, it would be Gold Dust. Dustin.
No, he already works there.
I know, but it'd be great if he's the devil.
That would be such an I love Dustin, but that people would be so pissed.
I just wonder, like, who could it be that we'd be happy about? And who would have,
Adam Cole. Adam Cole, and he's been faking the ankle injury surgery recovery story the whole time. Isn't it convenient that his ankle got hurt right around the same time that the devil character came to fruition? It's Adam freaking Cole. He's been pussyfooting around, acting like he's hurt. I see you, Adam Cole. I see you. I see through it. It's in his eyes. It's in the eyes. You can tell when you see him that there's something evil there, and he wants that title, and this is how he was going to get it. The devil befriends you, bro. Yeah, the devil doesn't come to you and go, I'm the devil. You're going to burn in hell forever. No, the devil's like, hey, bro, you want some of this? Yeah, it's okay. It was that Al Pacino's speech, like, taste, but don't eat. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, no, you can eat a little. And that's why it's Adam Cole. It's Adam Cole. I just convinced myself it's Adam Cole. Not too much on Friday Night SmackDown, Mr. Dye, except Randy Orton picked sides. He's on SmackDown. He said, tell Roman daddy's back, and then he RKO'd his new boss, which was very Stone Cold Steve Austin and awesome.
Which is also, it's like, why do these drafts where you go, oh, so-and-so is over on this show now, so-and-so's on this show now, just to change things. It's like, what are we doing? We can't.
I think everyone should be allowed to be on every show. As long as all your wrestlers are getting stories, you're good.
Yeah, 100%. And then make us tune in. Be like, who knows who's going to be on SmackDown tonight? Who knows who's going to be on Raw? I should probably watch to make sure that my favorite wrestler, that I didn't miss my favorite wrestler. Like, why? I don't know. I just think it should be like that.
It's been pitched a lot. It's just,
Good.
they don't Well, not all the pitches go through. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for Unsanctioned Thursdays, the show that you created. Yeah. We'll see you guys tomorrow. On behalf of Jeff Dye, I'm Freddie Prinze Jr. Peace.
We out.
This has been a production of iHeart's My Cultura Podcast Network. For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.